Vince took the Capitol Wrestling, his father's Capitol Wrestling, and he turned it into a global phenomenon. And now, because Vince McMahon bought out all of his competition, he bought out the territories, which a lot of people say that was the death of wrestling. Allow me to say this. The territories were on their last legs anyway. I mean, the territories were dying off. And Vince just quickened the pace.
What I'm told is a perfectly adequate surprise for you.
That was turned into the Worldwide Wrestling Federation.
Your surprise has greatly enhanced my surprise.
Then Vince dropped one of the W's and turned it into the World Wrestling Federation. Then he was forced to turn it into World Wrestling Entertainment after a lawsuit by another WWF, the World Wildlife Foundation. And so, here's the thing.
No, he didn't. He's totally lying.
Vince has got it into his head that he is the creme de la creme, the cream of the crop, when it comes to professional wrestling programming. Vince stated that he doesn't see any value in the AEW talent pool, and so let's just help them out with talent. Have you lost your freaking mind? You release Braun Strowman, you then release Bray Wyatt. You know what? I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to leave, because this is part 2 of a one-day rant that I really wanted to get done. Vince thinks that his type of wrestling works. And in his head, it does. But it doesn't anymore. Nobody wants to see Nikki Ash. Nobody wants to see Vince McMahon on television. Nobody wants to see all these stupid storylines, and yet the WWE spins their wheels and they ask themselves, why? Why are our ratings swirling down the drain? Why are they being flushed down the toilet? Because nobody cares! Nobody cares anymore about the WWE, and that is sad to say, especially from somebody that has defended the WWE when they weren't worth defending. You can ask Hardcore Wrestling 101. There was a time where me and Hardcore Wrestling 101 would literally sit in his car or van and literally argue about the simplest of things just because he was talking sense and I was talking nonsense.
Only pay for what you need.
The WWE needs to get rid of Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is the problem. Vince McMahon, in the words of Vince McMahon is screwing Vince McMahon. Because he's screwing the WWE every single time. And I can guarantee you that if Vince was if Vince was booking this way like he was in the Attitude Era, there would have been no Monday Night Wars, because the Monday Night Wars would have already been decided by WCW. The WWE is a really big turnoff for a lot of people.
Connected to the set of whipped cream. Matter of fact, I didn't know that. I just learned it. What's the point of that? Jake almost caught me sneaking out.
And the WWE
Really? Close call.
needs something big.
Whose idea was it to spice things up with a large dog?
They need a big storyline. Maybe they need to go back to the Attitude Era type thinking. Maybe we need more of that content.
I'm not judging.
Remember, it wasn't until the WWE got their butts handed to them 83 weeks in a row that Vince finally said, "Hey, let's do that." And you know what? It worked.
Yeah, it's a paradox.
The Ruthless Aggression Era. It worked.
Iced tea? I decided when you try to mail your pants to a garment inspector in Malaysia, it's time to quit drinking.
But we're in the PG era, and the PG era isn't working.
Some might say that day came.
And not even Bill Goldberg, not even John Cena can save this sinking ship. I'm Hardcore Christopher.
Yep.
Keep it hardcore, everyone.